So my Husqvarna 445 chainsaw has been having some issues. As you can see there, the chain is very loose on it. It's been loosening up pretty quickly. And so here I'll tighten it. And it's been having some other issues too. It's been hard to start. Sometimes while it's running, the chain just keeps spinning. Even after you squeeze the trigger and then it'd stop, well, it just keeps running. That's not happening anymore, but also it's been smoking a lot, and also it's been spitting a lot of oil, and then it's just not running right. See, it's actually stopped on me. We'll start it back up, and then when I go to cut, it can't even cut. The blade actually stopped spinning, and the chainsaw died. So as you can see, the chain loosened up again. So we're going to try and take care of this. First thing we're going to do is we'll end up taking the chain off. We got to use one of these little tools here, and we'll take the nut off. And we'll loosen up the tension on the chain. Click the brake to make sure that's not on. Take the nut off, and we'll take the chain off. And once we get the chain off, then we'll take the bar off. And we'll take a look at it. So right here, here's the clutch and the springs. So I'm going to end up changing that out. But also this clutch drum behind it seems to be very loose. Shouldn't have that much play in it. Yep, it definitely is moving around more than it probably should. So we're going to have to try and take that off. Now the easiest way to take it off, it says off right there, and there's a little groove. So if you take a screwdriver, a flathead, and you put it in there, and you hit it with a hammer, you can get that clutch to spin. If you get it to spin, then you can loosen it up, and you can take that clutch right off. And this is the easiest way to remove it, probably the fastest way too. Okay, and we'll just pull the clutch right off. Set that aside, and then we'll take the clutch drum off. And yeah, it looks like it's sheared. It's definitely in pieces. Shouldn't be like that. And then we'll take this back piece off. It's actually the oil pump. Yeah, so that definitely broke. I'm not going to be able to get that piece out of there and reuse it. So we'll have to change that out. So this little plastic piece here, they call it an oil pump. It's got a little spring on the back that I guess pushes the oil through, and it connects to this clutch drum. And they just go together. There's a little groove, and there we go. That's how it's supposed to go. So we'll start by putting this oil pump in first. We'll just slide that in, push it down. Now we have to put this bearing in place. Now this goes on the clutch drum, just slides in, kind of falls through, so you probably could install that bearing first and then slide it over. We'll just put it in together. Push it down. There you go. Have that in place. Now we have to put the new clutch in. So we'll just screw this in place, and we'll just turn it counterclockwise and just spin it on. Get it as tight as you can, but once it stops spinning, that's good enough. And as you use the chainsaw, it'll actually tighten a lot more. So put that in place. We'll put the bar on. We'll end up putting the chain on. Put the cover back on. And if you notice, I have to loosen up the tensioner a ton. Pop it in place. Put the nut back on. Make sure the chain is nice and tensioned. and then test it out. Now the chainsaw works great now. Doesn't have any of those other issues, so this definitely fixed it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did and you learned something new, think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep you up to date on all my future videos. Leave a comment about what you liked or what you didn't like. Thanks again for watching.